So you're ready to start planning for next year and you want it to be your best year yet. Hopefully, you've started to get clear on your purpose or at least begin to think about that. But you're like, how do I start this planning process, right? It still feels pretty early. Many of us want to jump right in and start with making a list of goals and making a list of action plans. I want to encourage you to start about two steps back from that. I use a process that comes out of the work of appreciative inquiry, which is really about asking questions from a positive lens about whatever it is that we're trying to plan or figure out. And the first two steps of that process, I think, are really, really important. The first one is discover. And what we want to focus on in discovering is what is true, what is reality right now. And this is going to take some reflection. So before we jump into our goals and our plans for next year, we want to reflect back on the year you just had, maybe even the last few years. You want to really think about the good, the bad, the great, the wonderful, the mysterious. What has the last year been like? And what were the parts that you really want to make sure and repeat? What are the parts that you don't want to repeat? We really want to spend some time discovering what is true right now. What is my true starting point? And the best way to do that is really in looking back over the last year or maybe even 5 years, right? Once we've taken some time to really think about that, what is true, the second step we want to take is we want to spend some time dreaming about what could be, right? So before you start getting to very specific goals, you want to spend some time really dreaming, really imagining what is the best possible future I can imagine for myself? What is the best possible 2025? What are the things that I'm not even sure are possible, but maybe they are? What could be? And this dreaming needs to be a little more fluid, right? So it might be that you're journaling off the top of your head, right? Without stopping, that you just start writing and see what comes out. It might be that you do this out loud to a video camera or to a friend. It might be that you just sit one morning with a cup of coffee and just let your mind wander and think about what are all the possibilities. But before you start jumping into the specific goals for next year, I want you to spend a little bit of time in this dreaming phase and really thinking about what could be possible. What could be possible for me for the next year and ongoing after that. Um, if this sounds like a process that you would really enjoy being a part of, I want to invite you at the beginning of December, on December 5th, I'm hosting a workshop that we call Make Your Year Count. We have a whole workbook that walks you through the entire process of planning for your next year. And it starts with purpose, which I talked about in my last video. We talk about this discover, reflection. I have lots of really specific questions to help you think about the last year, as well as some specific tools to help you dream about the future. And then don't worry, we get really specific and into the nitty gritty, which we'll talk more about in the next few weeks on these videos. But if that sounds like something that you're interested in, feel free to shoot me a message. I'll post a link below too. I would love for you to join us in this process of really trying to make sure that 2025 is your best year yet.